It's just heaven.
Oh, the blessed life you are living.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the ways TV shows honored cast members who died during production.
You only think you've heard everything, but you haven't.
Redd Foxx, The Royal Family. Comedian and actor Redd Foxx made a comeback to TV in 1991 with the CBS sitcom The Royal Family.
Victoria, they're having barbecues all over the world without me. Nobody ever calls me up and say, Al, where the hell are you?
Created by Eddie Murphy, the show starred Fox as Al Royal, an Atlanta mail carrier, and his wife Victoria, played by Della Reese. The Royal Family premiered to strong ratings, but during production for the first season, Fox died after suffering a heart attack on set.
Mrs. Royal, it's about Al. We got some awful news.
CBS chose to forge ahead, airing commercials that honored Fox, and stated that the show would go on. Reese also paid tribute to him at the beginning of the 5th episode, the first to air after his passing.
I know you love me, but don't worry about me, because Al love still surrounds me, and this family is my power and my strength.
Fox's death was later written into the 8th episode, where Al Royal's funeral was attended by some of the actor's real-life friends. Angus Cloud, Euphoria. Angus Cloud made his acting debut in the high school drama Euphoria, where he won fans over as the lovable drug dealer Fezco O'Neill.
Hey, I don't judge.
But low-key is Astra in the back.
You serious?
What, you think because I went to rehab I stayed clean?
I mean, ain't that the point?
Sadly, on July 31st, 2023, Cloud passed away from an accidental overdose at his family home. To honor his memory, the network made a subtle but heartfelt adjustment to 2 important episodes in Fez's storyline, adding an in memoriam card at the beginning of each. This tribute appears in the show's pilot, where Fez is first introduced, and the season 2 premiere, which explores his backstory and entry into the drug business.
'Cause I didn't like the way he did business.
Says the guy who brings a kid to a drug deal.
That's not a kid, that's my business partner.
By doing so, HBO ensured that Cloud's impact on the series and the joy he brought to it would never be forgotten.
Hope to see you soon, Lexi. Have a good night.
Jean Cooper, The Young and the Restless. Over a 40-year period, Jean Cooper played Catherine Chancellor on The Young and the Restless, becoming one of the longest-serving soap opera actors in U.S. history.
I've spent half of my lifetime with The Young and the Restless, but I know a lot of people who have spent their lifetimes right along with me. That makes me very proud. Very proud.
With such a lengthy tenure, Cooper's death in May 2013 left a huge void, and the show couldn't simply carry on as if nothing happened. About 3 weeks after her passing, CBS aired a special tribute episode in her honor. It brought together her castmates and family members, who shared their fondest memories of her and reflected on her lasting influence.
She was the diva, she was this show, and she taught all of us by her example.
She was able to focus and know who you were and tune into who you were and make you special.
The special also featured a montage of Cooper's most memorable moments on screen. A few months later, her character Catherine was written out of the show, with 2 additional episodes dedicated to her funeral.
She always spoke the truth to me, no matter what, and I think I've become the better person for it. But I know one thing. I will never meet the like of her again.
Brian Tarantina, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Get your stuff off and we'll bring on the next act. Okay, it's gonna be a comedian. So hang tight, everybody, and get ready to laugh.
Character actor Brian Tarantina worked with TV producers Amy Sherman Palladino and Daniel Palladino for over 2 decades. But his most unforgettable role with them was as Jackie, the cranky yet endearing Gaslight Cafe manager, and Susie's roommate in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
You must be Susie.
Yeah?
I'm Nancy, Jackie's sister.
Oh, well, he's
Dead. He's dead.
I'm sorry, what?
A stroke sometime this afternoon.
Sadly, his time on the show was cut short after 3 seasons, as he passed away in November 2019. Tarantina's death was woven into the season 4 episode Everything is Belmore, where Susie learns he died suddenly of a stroke. When she sees that hardly anyone showed up for his funeral, Susie crashes a nearby service and delivers an emotional eulogy to him.
I mean, this guy lived a life, and I never knew any of this. I mean, it's just a minute ago I found out I was his friend. No, I'm sorry, one of his closest friends. I had a close friend, and I never knew it.
Her 3-minute monologue wasn't just a send-off for Jackie, it was also the Palladino's touching tribute to Tarantina himself. Jack Sue, Barney Miller. The ABC sitcom Barney Miller followed a squad of detectives at the fictional 12th precinct of the New York City Police Department. One of those detectives was Nick Yamana, a wisecracking sergeant known for making terrible coffee, played by actor Jack Sue.
What smells, Nick? Did you burn the coffee again?
It's not the coffee, it's the smog.
Smog? We're indoors.
It comes through the holes in the wall.
During the show's 4th season, Sue was diagnosed with cancer, and he ultimately passed away while the 5th season was still airing. As a result, the season concluded with a half-hour tribute to him, featuring highlights of his performances and personal stories from his castmates of what it was like working with him.
He had an ability to take in stride even the most bizarre of situations and the most abrasive of people. But mostly, he was able to see the humor in things, and he was never hesitant to say so.
The special ended with the cast bidding the perfect farewell to their colleague by raising their coffee cups in his honor.
To you, Jack.
Luke Perry, Riverdale. Luke Perry's death in 2019 was a heartbreaking loss for fans who had adored him since he shot to fame on Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah, well, he's retiring this year.
He is?
He just wants to keep it quiet, though. Doesn't want everybody making a big deal.
His passing occurred during the 3rd season of Riverdale, briefly halting production. However, the show didn't fully address it until the season 4 premiere, which served as a standalone tribute to both Perry and his character Fred Andrews.
He pulled over to help someone. His car had stalled on the side of the road, and another vehicle came upon them way too fast.
In the episode, Fred is killed in a hit-and-run accident while heroically pushing a woman to safety. The moment was made even more poignant as Shannon Doherty, Perry's co-star on Beverly Hills 90210, guest starred as the woman Fred saves.
One of my tires blew and I was stranded out here.
You're the one he was helping.
He is celebrated as a hero in Riverdale for his selfless act and receives a homecoming parade at the end of the episode. Phil Hartman, News Radio. News Radio wouldn't have been the same without Phil Hartman. The NBC sitcom stood out with its quick-witted dialogue and occasionally surreal plot lines.
Sounds good. We should also try one clean 15-second pop without the audio bit.
Bill, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Rude enough.
Much like his run on Saturday Night Live, Hartman served as the glue of the show, holding everything together as the egomaniac anchor Bill McNeil. Hence, when he was tragically murdered in May 1998, that cohesion shattered. Hartman's death came mere weeks after the 4th season finale, and it was addressed when the show returned for its 5th and final season.
He would have been all, hey, look, it's a broken heart because I was sitting at home watching television and I had a heart attack and died. Or something like that, you know.
The WNYX staff deals with their grief following Bill's funeral, with each character mourning in their own way. When they gather to read the letters Bill left behind, there isn't a dry eye in the room, and those tears were undeniably real.
I meant it as a compliment, but somehow it came out wrong. That's very sweet.
Leslie Jordan, Call Me Kat.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the oven just crapped out. I mean, honestly, can you think of anything worse to happen before our cativersary party?
Leslie Jordan was beloved by many. The charismatic actor gained a devoted fan base through his role in Will and Grace and his hilarious social media videos. In 2021, Jordan joined the Fox series Call Me Kat as Phil. However, he never completed filming the 3rd season as he passed away on October 24, 2022 while driving to the set.
According to an eyewitness, right around 9:25 this morning, Mr. Jordan's car hit a parked car just beyond us and then careened into the building behind us.
In the 10th episode, it was explained that Phil had married his husband in Tahiti and decided to stay there.
This place won't be the same without him.
Kentucky won't be the same without him.
Nothing's going to be the same without him.
The episode then ended with a tribute, as the cast members brought out Jordan's empty chair and draped his blazer over it. Finally, Dolly Parton honored him by singing a verse from their song Where the Soul Never Dies and delivering a heartfelt monologue.
And I just want you to know that I will always love you. Goodbye, my sweet Leslie. See you over there.
John Spencer, The West Wing. Throughout his 42-year career, John Spencer took on many roles in film and television, but he is best remembered as Leo McGarry on NBC's The West Wing.
I can use all the help I can get.
You put a lot of faith in people, Leo, and I love you for that. I just don't want to see you get disappointed.
Yes, sir.
Especially now.
Yes, sir.
Over the course of the show, McGarry moves from being the White House chief of staff to a counselor to the president, then to a VP candidate. However, he never gets the opportunity to see his ticket win, as the character dies on election night.
Hey.
He died, Josh.
This plotline was written as a result of Spencer's real-life passing from a heart attack on December 16, 2005. The first episode following his death opens with a brief tribute from actor Martin Sheen, who delivers a memorial message directly to the audience in Spencer's honor.
Johnny, it seems we hardly knew you. We love you, and we miss you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Cory Monteith, Glee.
No, absolutely not. See, we figured that if I push him down the field fast enough, the centrifugal force.
You're out.
Wait, what?
When Canadian actor Cory Monteith passed away in July 2013, many fans wondered how Glee could possibly go on without him. For 4 seasons, he had played Finn Hudson, the lovable quarterback and singer. So his death meant the show had no choice but to write the character out. A few months later, Glee paid tribute the only way it knew how, with music.
525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
The aptly titled episode The Quarterback picks up weeks after Finn's funeral, never disclosing his cause of death, but making it clear that the grief still lingers. The loss hits everyone hard, but none more than his girlfriend Rachel Berry, a character played by Lea Michele, who also dated Monteith in real life.
And before Finn, I used to sing alone. And this was the first song that I sang with him when we would drive around together, so.
What actor's passing have you never been able to get over? Share your favorite moments of theirs in the comments below.
Thank you for everything, Bill. Oh God, not just the stapler.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.